Yo, what's up ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ordinary E, and today's video we're going to be talking about upgrading the PS5 SSD or M.2 SSD that PlayStation or Sony PlayStation just gave access to, so that there's a drive inside of here that you can now put an SSD into to increase your capacity, right? If you've been fortunate to get one, so this video is for you. If you haven't, go and watch one of our previous videos which shows you how to get one in the UK, the best option for that. So yeah, let's get into it. It should be quite a simple thing. Shout out to my girlfriend who bought me this for Christmas. I love you very much, thank you. So there's two parts to this. There is the 980 Pro Gen 4 NVMe M.2 SSD itself, and I believe she got this on a discount from the Black Friday or the Super Cyber Monday deal, and it comes with a Sabrent heatsink. So you're going to need both of these. The heatsink will then dissipate all the heat from the chips on the SSD. So 1 terabyte. It's by Samsung. Yeah, Samsung. One thing you've got to be aware of though, when Sony released the specs for the M.2 requirements, they said something like a minimum speed of 5.5. What I'll do is I'll get a picture and put it on the screen. So I believe that this surpasses that. Let's see where it's written. Actually, it doesn't tell you on the box. But along with that, they also said you do need a heatsink to make sure the heat is taken away. So yeah, first thing to do, let's take out a drive and see what it looks like. Yeah, super excited about this, guys. It would be nice to get an SSD card for, you know, the PC that I've been building, that I've built for free if you've been watching my other videos. But obviously the motherboard I managed to get doesn't have that slot. It's a pretty old motherboard. There is another video coming up very soon. I have got a lot of other bits. Some of the bits I've had for 6 months, and I've got the next video I'll do, I promise, will be about one of the hauls I got. Anyway, let's see if we can just open this SSD. Very strange I don't have the specs or anything on there. It does say it's a Gen 4, so that was one of the requirements. And there it is. Nothing else in the box. Oh, it's pretty small, very small, like 1, 2, maybe 3, 2.5, 3 inches long. Very nice package, very luxurious. Makes you feel like you've owned something, you're getting something quite high tech. Look at that, it's like something out of the future. Fantastic. Something underneath here. Solid straight drive. Right, yeah, so hopefully this will tell us what the specs are. No, this is just the warranty statement. So nowhere on here does it tell me how fast this drive is. It's very strange. Let's see if it says it on the actual SSD itself. Be very careful, it doesn't tell you anywhere on the packaging, I don't believe. For more information, visit the Samsung site. What I do know is when she said she got this, that we were looking on the site on Amazon, and I believe it was Amazon, and it did say the read and write speeds when they advertised it there. So I'm led to believe that this is a 6,000 read speed and maybe slightly less upload speed, but there's no chips on the back, so we don't have to worry about cooling the back of it. There is the NAND chips and the memory chips all on the top, and the controllers and whatever, I believe that's on here. So it's only on one side, so that's good. So the heatsink will then go on the one side. So let's put that down for now. Let's open up the heatsink. The heatsink is, again, it was sold as a pack. It says it's compatible with such SSD. It's a Sabrent heatsink. It would have been nice to have the Sabrent, the actual. I've actually had a look around, and the Sabrent SSD is probably faster than the Samsung, but I think it's negligible. But Sabrent were one of the first people to bring out this PlayStation 5 compatible heatsink. It's supposed to be like absolutely made for the bay that we're going to look in. Some paperwork, another nice box. PlayStation heatsink. Oh, this tells you how to actually install it. Remove the cap. Okay. Make sure you've got the gubbins to screw it down with. Put in your SSD and screw down the SSD. Put in the Sabrent heatsink over the top and fasten and screw that down. So pretty simple. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh, so in the pack they gave you a screwdriver, very small screwdriver. I won't be using that, I don't think, because I've got my own. And here's the heatsink itself. Not heavy at all. Please peel before use, so there's a bit of film to peel off at the back, and that should fit nicely into your PlayStation 5 bay. Okay, so now we have the two parts. Let's open up the PlayStation. So here's your PlayStation, and we've had it for about, what was it? I think it was about April time. Ooh, so we can see a lot of dust has already accumulated on the system, so we may have to deal with that in this video as well. But the bay is on the back side where the disc is, so you want to have your disc side up. If you haven't got the disc, I don't know which side it is. And then what you want to do, you want to grab a corner, pull it up a bit and slide it to the back. Very, not too hard at all. Okay, so yeah, we've got some cleaning to do. So dust has built up quite a bit in what, 6, 7, 8 months. There's all dust around the fan, there's dust around the air intakes, and there's dust around, there's probably dust inside. So while we're here, let's clean up some dust. It's a good idea. So the tools I was going to use as well, actually, so I was going to say, well, I've got a hammer just in case, you never know. My electric screwdriver, my toolkit, my warlock, and a cup of tea. Either a cup of tea or a glass of Coke would be good. Alright, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is clean up all this dust. That's crazy. Absolute crazy. Another long one. Wonder how much dust is actually inside on the heatsink then. Okay, so we've got the shield for the fan. Slightly stuck. we should be able to just take out the fan and have a look at that. Oh yeah, damn. So be careful of the wire because it's still attached obviously, but just try and hoover that up, and that's as far as we're going to go for this at the moment. I'm not going to get too deep into that. Got most of it off. There's still a bit of dust caked on, but I don't know what to do about that. So I'm going to learn a bit more about how to get down to this. Maybe disconnect the fan, give it a good clean, see if we can get down to the heat shield and see what's on that. But that's worrying. The amount of dust that gets onto your PlayStation already. Never had to do this once on PS5. Alright, so we did a quick clean, why not? So this is the bay here that the SSD is going to go into. Let's see if the screwdriver that Sabrent supply works. Yeah, it works, can do it. Let's do it. It's very small, I mean it's no good, but anyway, the thought that counts, I guess. So we'll remove that now, put that to one side in a moment. That is pretty warm. I've been using the PlayStation, yeah, that's pretty warm. As you can see, you're going to be presented with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes of SSD, so we can just have a little quick lineup and indicator of where that's going to go. It looks like it's the 80, so you've got 30, 42, 60, 80, 110. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the screw that's in there from the 110 on mine. I don't know where it might be on yours. We'll need that. So this is the screw that's in your PlayStation, and you've got a little collar here as well, which makes the SSD sit up a bit. So we're going to put the collar in the 80 on my situation. Then we're going to get the SSD face down with the chips facing up. There's a see a little groove there. So you're going to line that up with the protruding plastic part on that side and give it a little push, little click. It does stand up a bit proud, you can see. So it's just hanging up while it's in, and we're going to push that down. So then you take the screw and you push that down onto the collar very gently and put the screw. Alright, happy with that. Now we're going to get the heat shield. I just want to do a test fit to make sure I feel doesn't feel like it hits the SSD, or does it? No way of knowing. Yeah, there's some give. So it sits on the SSD, so it will sit on the chips there. Again, if we line that up, you can see that covers the whole of the SSD. So we're going to peel this back. That exposes the thermal pad, I believe it's called. And now we're going to put that into the slot. It's not quite sitting properly. Okay, so there's a little, alright, you see that? There's there's a little tongue there. That looks like it slides underneath. First of all, and then it sits on your SSD. Then you can feel that now sitting on your SSD. Pop the screw in and screw it out. And that is it, guys. You've now installed an SSD into your M.2 drive, and all that's left to do is hook it back up to the system, or hook it back up to the system and see if it and format it. So we'll go and do that. Let me put everything back together. You don't need this, you can put that back in the box or safe place. I might just put it in the box that the heatsink came in. Alright guys, so once you've done that, you are ready to go. So it's just a matter of putting everything back on, putting the case back on, and also if you've cleaned it, put this back on. It just pushes back down. Yeah, there's little slots at the ends go in first, I guess. Very good. And then to put this on, look at that. Those are the little teeth that are holding it in place. Very strange way of doing it, Sony. I mean, is it necessary? Couldn't we have had something a bit more simpler? I think so. But anyway, these go into the grooves here, so we're going to do it in reverse. So just lay it down, see when it falls into place. Starting from the bottom, we're going to push it back up. There we go. So that just bites, just give it a little push down and push up onto it. And that's it. And then we're ready to format the SSD, so we'll just hook it back up to the entertainment system or the TV. Give it a wipe while you're around. Actually, I'm going to clean the other side as well, so let's do that quick. Alright guys, so we're back at the TV. We plugged the PlayStation back in and I'm about to press the on button and see what happens. Hopefully nothing blows up. Okay, so it's recognised the M.2 SSD. It says to use your SSD you need to format it. When you format your M.2 SSD, all data on it will be deleted. There's nothing on it anyway because it's brand new, so that's fine. If you want to continue using your PS5 without formatting SSD, turn off your PS5 and then remove it. Note that saved data, screenshots, video clips can't be saved to the SSD. So you can't save. Note that saved data, screenshots and video clips can't be saved to the M.2 SSD storage. Well, that's weird. Right, we're gonna click down below there. We're gonna format the M.2 SSD. That was quick. And there you go. So it tells you the read speed of M.2 is as follows. So it's 5,573.732 megabytes per second, which is, I think, right on the cusp of what PS5 require, so that's good. I think we meet the requirements, otherwise it would have said you don't meet the requirements. So make sure you double check the requirements of Sony PlayStation before you buy the M.2. Make sure the M.2 SSD drive matches or better than the Sony requirements, and also don't forget to get a high quality, I mean that Sabrent heatsink is a high quality aluminium, so make sure you get a high quality heatsink as well, because we don't want your M.2 to overheat. So press OK. Your M.2 SD has been formatted. To change where your games are installed, go to Settings, Storage, Installation Location, and then to safely remove your M.2, turn off the PS5 first. Okay. Rebuilding database. And there we have it, guys. So it's all up and running. So now we can go over to Settings, what did it say? Settings, storage, M.2. And there you see games, and there's something on there already. So it's used up a so free space 1 terabyte. So if you've got your console already, as you can see, the console storage space in total 667 gigabytes. It doesn't even give you a terabyte when you get the system brand new. So obviously 400 gigabytes is used up by Sony PlayStation, I guess. And then I've used 398 for games. I've got 220 left. So if you're like me and you want to, I have to delete a game to load a game, so that's a bit annoying. So now I've got 1 terabyte of extra storage, so I can play the monthly games now. Okay, so to change your location of the installation of the games, we can go over here, PS5 games and apps, PS4 games and apps. So PS5, we want to change that to M.2, and PS4 we can change to M.2, so why not? Let's see if we can transfer a game that we play over to let's pick a game. Let's try something small. So click select items to move. Okay, so you go to games, apps in console storage, select item to move, move it, move. The item you said will be moved to the M.2. Okay, so 7 gigabytes. You see how quick that takes? Yeah, seconds. Look at that. Fantastic. So now that game should be in our M.2. Now can we check that? We go to storage, games, and there it is, and we can start it up. I think from the home screen, right? So you go to the home screen and just start it up. So fantastic. That's it, guys. If you liked the video, I found it useful, please consider subscribing, leave some comments, let me know if there's anything else you want to see, and hit the like button or not like it. Up to you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.